I figured out how to close the gates of hell.
All right, where do we start?
Then we got a bunch of fallen angels walking around. We're going to have to deal with those. We don't know if they're friend or foe. We don't know if it's a case-by-case basis. We don't know really kind of what to expect, and I think that's going to take up a lot of the beginning of Season 9 is really trying to figure out how we're going to navigate this new situation.
When we saw Season 8 end, we kind of were given the impression that things were going to be okay. We found out that Sam was going to die if he finished the trials, and so Dean was able to convince him not to finish the trials. And for a moment there, we thought, oh, amazing. All's going to be well. But then obviously Sam immediately had a reaction. Now we're going to find out what that reaction was. Sam and Dean are definitely not out of the woods. And Sam didn't get better because he stopped the trials. So he was still affected. So we're never out of the woods, that's right. But we figured out exactly how badly Sam has been affected, and we have to try and figure out a way to make it better.
I keep Castiel fresh by getting scripts that keep Castiel fresh. For instance, Castiel is now becoming human, which is a radical departure for the character. So there's something completely new to play with. Being human on a personal level, and also grappling with the fact that he is now powerless but being pursued by an army of angry fallen angels. It's tricky for him. He explores both the joys and the pitfalls of being a human. He likes food, as it turns out, and he likes going to the bathroom. And Dean has to sit him down and give him a talk about the birds and the bees. So,
well, I think we're going to be introduced to something of a broken landscape, where the brothers are dealing with the ramifications of not closing the gates of hell. We're also dealing with, of course, all angels from heaven actually falling to earth, having lost some of their powers, having kept some of their powers. For the first time in many, many seasons, we're operating in a supernatural world that had lost some of its constructs. There's no king of hell reigning in hell, and there's no angels in heaven. And that's really turning things upside down.
We left Crowley, in a very different state than he's used to being in. And while Sam did not necessarily complete the cure, so one would not assume that he has the same dilemma as say, Castiel, you can be pretty much assured that the experience that Crowley had in that church has had a profound effect on him of some sort, whether he likes it or not, or whether he's going to admit it or not. Crowley serves Crowley before Crowley serves anyone else. So if there's anything left over for anyone else, I'm sure he shares once he's finished. But, maybe they can bury the hatchet and not in each other's heads.
Dean is kind of singing a different tune now. The fact that at the end of last season, he was really feeling guilty at the fact that his brother was going through what he was going through, and I think he felt that he was the one that should have been going through those trials. Now that those are over, and now that there is kind of there's not really a clear understanding of what is to be done, but I think that Dean feels like he's a little bit more in the driver's seat with what's about to happen.
The writers just do a great job. I mean, when I got the outlines for the scripts this year, I got chills. I called Jeremy, I was like, this is badass. This is awesome. I'm frothing. I'm so excited for this year. And that's not because someone's telling me to say say you're excited, because I just wouldn't say anything. It's such a cool storyline, and it's the kind of stuff I love, when we get to see a side of Sam that we've never ever seen. In 176 episodes, we've never seen this happen. So we're gonna see some cool stuff.
What's happening? Angels. They're falling.